Hey Libra, how are you? I'm good. My name is Lissett. I am here with your manifestation activation tarot reading, chakra cleanse and frequency activation for the month of March 2025. Today is the 5th of March. I have already gone in and performed the chakra cleanse. For my viewer in the light, you can check my community tab for both the frequencies that I will activate and the chakra cleanse and the negative beliefs that I did release, and the positive beliefs that I activated in place of those negative beliefs that can all be found itemized in my community tab. Number 1, okay, let's get our incense going. Number 2, what I do is I go in and I find the frequencies that are available for us, for anybody working with the archetype of Libra, okay? Got a good burn going here. I'm getting The Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. So only the highest loving light frequencies can operate in this space, Father God, Spirit. Only the highest loving light frequencies can operate in my space. Only the highest loving light frequencies. Okay, everyone. So cleansing is important, I guess. That's coming through. So I will find out what frequencies are available for our manifestations, and I will activate those. Then I'll go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. I'll get a storyline so you can see what resonates for you and what doesn't. And at the end, we'll look at the we'll go in and I'll do some straight channeling with some oracle decks that I have. So, all right, let's get going. If you would enter into this energetic exchange with me, Libra, for the highest loving light, for the greatest good of everybody involved, then let's get started, okay? Okay, in the headspace, what you think about you will attract. You've got integration. In your heart space, you've got the throat chakra. For the principle of correspondence, you've got miracle. Cause and effect, you've got the sacral chakra. And what won't be changed, you've got the solar plexus chakra. Energies coming through strong. In your rhythm, we've got realization, and your vibration, we've got consciousness. So let's go through with some Rider-Waite-Smith cards here. Pull out a storyline for you, Libra. Okay? Okay, Father God, let's go. In highest loving light, let's activate these frequencies. What's the story? What is it? I'm open. Let's go. Ooh, what's been going on, Libra? I love it. Okay. So in the headspace with the principle of mentalism, we have got integration number 30. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Integration, please have a look at the colors and the shapes. I'll put a picture of it under the community tab. Integration here with the 3 of Cups. So Libra, what I see is that you have been thinking about how to integrate many of your life lessons so you can apply this manifestation activation to anywhere Libra sits in your natal chart, okay? Any way, shape, or form that you are working with the archetype of Libra, how it affects you. That's where I perform the cleanse, okay? And I see that wherever Libra sits in your chart and wherever you're applying this activation to, you've been thinking about integrating some life lessons, and you've been wanting to kind of find your people. This is what I see. So you're looking for your people, okay? Socializing, keeping an eye out. I see being a little more open. So in your heart space, this is the principle of polarity, because we need the poles of different emotions to understand them. We have got the throat chakra, so maybe you're talking about things. Number 5, the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our expression and our sense of peace and balance. You've got the 7 of Cups. Okay, in this particular 7 of Cups, she's very distressed. Like, you can see on the 7 of Cups, this person is one, like, so you've got this frequency of the throat chakra in your heart space. but you don't know how to talk about it. You got all these overflowing emotions. You needed to get them into alignment. You needed to get them to a place where you can express them healthily. So maybe this is why you're wanting to integrate. You have your heart, in your heart, your throat space is activated. Okay, and you're wanting to integrate this with people, but it was difficult for you. There was so much going on. It was a little foggy for you, darling. So, okay, well, moving forward, and what we have next is the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, and you've got the frequency of miracle. The frequency of miracle, number 33. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Miracle. Okay, with this Page of Pentacles. I love this Page of Pentacles. This is the tarot deck that I learned tarot with. This was gifted to me by my tarot mentor. Okay, and this is the actual Page of Pentacles that I see every time any Page of Pentacles, I see this. So what I'm seeing is that here you still have this young energy. How am I going to bring this miracle in? This is kind of a little jumbled here. This is very watery. This is very watery for some reason. It's just this here that I see with the throat chakra. So with this Page of Pentacles is you need to test the waters, darling. You need to bring, so even if you're a little bit scared, if you don't know how to express what's going on, it's time to take it one step at a time. I see this with the integration. In your headspace, you're wondering, how am I going to get this? How am I going to talk with people about this? And your heart is just a little confused over it, but you really want to. You want to not only talk about it, but you want to bring this miracle. You've got the frequency of miracle. In so either you experience the miracle in 3D and you're looking to connect to the heavens above to bring another miracle down, and you know that it's possible. You understand your own power of manifestation. And I just see somebody who has so many emotions that you're not sure exactly how to do it. So you're testing the waters little by little. You've got to talk about things, darling. You've already got this frequency of integration in the headspace. You've already got the idea to do it. So you're not afraid to be a beginner. I see that you're not afraid to be the least educated in the room. You're not afraid to learn the path as you walk the path. Okay? In the throat chakra. I'm just seeing this woman's face. So there was a lot. So you might be a little nervous that when you're bringing this in, whatever these miracles are, or you understand that I want to say as above, so below, that you have some dream about a miracle or some remembrance that like you're miraculous or something. But no, what I see is that you actually have seen yourself perform miracles in the 3D, maybe in your younger years, or maybe in when you were feeling immature and inexperienced. Your emotions were so grand and so big that it brought down miracles. Maybe you did this by talking, but along with that, maybe these manifestations were not detailed, were not intricate, and not intentionally detailed. So even like when we do any divination, the more specific and the more detailed the question is, the better the answer is going to be. The more specific and detailed the answer is going to be. And I see that maybe you've always had this wonderful way of speaking things into existence, but are we recording? But it brought you trouble in the past, and you're a little bit worried about that. But I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see what's going to happen next. Let's have some water. So you've got in what can be changed, the principle of cause and effect. Okay, every action has a reaction. You've got the sacral chakra, number 2. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life, the sacral chakra. And it's with your first major arcana. In this reading, major arcanas indicate a step onto your destined path. So this is the High Priestess. Okay, it's beautiful. She's checking out the phases of the moon. So what did you change? You started tapping into your creative energy, but not just that. The High Priestess is Pisces energy. It's Pisces season right now. The North Node is in Pisces. It's just like Pisces energy right now, and you are a Libra. So, or we're talking about the archetype of Libra. Justice, balance, almost like flirtatious, right? Social butterfly. Somebody who likes not just to flirt with other humans, but to flirt with different ideas and aspects, and to flirt with different, to just be playful in the energy of the world and different, and I'm seeing emotions, and then this with this Pisces card. So a lot of us may be facing some challenging Pisces aspects right now, or whatever the planetary alignments are with Pisces that may be affecting you because of this this necessity for Libra to maybe not be so logical and not be so tactical in the way that they're navigating their throat chakra, the way that you talk, your heart space. So I see Libra having to really sit with themselves and ask themselves quite often, okay, is what I'm doing intentional? Am I being intentional in everything that I am saying and doing? You're not wanting to waste your energy because you know you're feeling you're on the precipice of something miraculous, of some big change in your life. I see this. So with this High Priestess energy, you tapped into your Pisces energy, or you're tapping into it, and I'm talking about planetary alignments. You can see the moon phases here, okay? You may have done some manifestation, working with the full moon or the new moon or something like this. Look into when you were born, the day that you were born, what was the moon phase, and actually that has some effect on your magic, okay? That's coming through here as a channeled message. So, but this is, I'm going to activate your sacral chakra. So you already tapped into it though with this Pisces energy, this High Priestess energy. So, okay, so that's also Virgo. That's the polarity of Virgo, right? Pisces. And so there's also maybe some shadow aspects of when it's coming to these emotions that you're wanting to express and express and integrate with other people, okay, with some fellows that you know, that you may have, or maybe wanting to attract fellows in and not know how to have these conversations. And it might be because of this, when I see the polarity of Pisces, and I'm thinking maybe some shadow aspect from Virgo, from your past life or something like this, from the polarity of Virgo, some too much analytical energy here. So maybe back up and try to get more into your Pisces energy, okay? This is very strong when you're creating. Try to loosen the reins on, so you may have some framework. There may be still some limiting beliefs, or you may have been recently, the cleansing that I did for this reading actually is probably going to really help you along with this manifestation, because there was some analytical and some mercurial issues there when it came to communicating your feelings. And I'm also getting Venus, so it may have been a little bit you may have been a little bit superficial when it came to like Venusian things. So there may have been too much overemphasis on how you were presenting these ideas, maybe your presentation, trying to do things too perfectly. Well, like with this Virgo energy, you may be wanting to present yourself in a certain way exactly, and then also put the feelings and blah, blah, blah. And Spirit is saying here now, listen, these frequencies are here. Integration, throat chakra, miracle, we've talked about. Now the sacral chakra. So the best way to tap into and continue with this manifestation is to allow yourself to dream, because Pisces is actually all of the zodiac, right? All put into one, they say. And so allow yourself to feel those passionate energies and try not to box yourself in. If you need to do, I'm seeing splatter of paint everywhere. If you need to be messy, things get messy before they get organized again. This is something like I always had to talk about with my family growing up. Just, you know, moving over and over again, revamping homes and things like that. Things are always a big mess before they get into order again. Chaos always brings the opportunity to reorganize things. So you can go into this Pisces energy, even if it feels chaotic, and be creative, do your art, do your passion, whatever it is. So, and if you have if most of your time is dedicated to like accounting, organizing, business, things like this, more solid, if your passion is more involved in that way, then what I see is this necessity to allow yourself, give yourself time to dream, put maybe music on in the background while you're doing those mundane things. If you're a bodybuilder and it's just repetition, then put music on. And if you're going to have a movie night, choose something that would that would feed into your creative proclivities, whatever they are, okay? This is what I'm seeing here. And what you can change, you can always make a new choice in every given moment. You can change the channel that you're watching. You can change the music that you're listening to. You can change the audiobook. You can change the company that you keep. You can walk from one end of a block to the next. If somebody comes onto the corner you're standing on, you can cross the street. You can always change things to where you feel more safe in your own sacral energy. This is the message. Go into your moon. I'm seeing the moon card, okay? So also Cancer energy. Try to tap more into your emotions in your healthy ways, Libra. This is what I'm seeing. Moving forward, and won't be changed with the principle of gender, because we have genders and they're necessitated for reproduction. We have got the solar plexus chakra, another chakra coming through, activation number 3. Solar plexus chakra, the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. This beautiful yellow solar plexus chakra color. Okay, and I'm feeling the sun, like the sun is setting right now, so that's why you guys can't see me very well, but I'm just feeling the solar plexus energy very, very strong. So should I change the lighting? What? Okay, so here it's paired here with the 4 of Cups. So anytime that you're feeling complacent, like this, the 4 of Cups is my card of complacency, and just like lame, been there, done that, not gonna waste my time or energy. And I see that you're actually going through this a lot when it's coming to this miracle, wanting to integrate, talk about your manifestations, the things that are in your heart and your mind. I'm just seeing like a block that's making you feel like maybe you were feeling like this, and Spirit is saying it's not, you need to be confident. You need to foster an environment. You need to be in environments. You can make a new choice anytime, any day, to even change your frequency and raise your vibration. You can just smile to yourself, and actually smiling increases the chances of you feeling happy feelings. Whatever it is, you can do like crossover energy to try to reset the brain. You can do these kinds of things. You can just stretch if you're in line at a grocery store. You can stretch and move your energy. Make sure that you have all your own creative energy to yourself, so that when the time arises for you to speak about these things, that you're in your own energy, feeling confident, feeling like you're standing in your own power, and that's going to help you fight against this complacency. I see this card as standards, and it's saying you're going to need to uphold your standards and be strong about what you believe in and what you're not going to get into, because I see that your energy is a little bit, what I'm seeing is some Libra energy that's a little bit mixing with the other energies. So very small tad bit of enmeshment here, or some old history of enmeshment maybe I see, where you're needing to always be cleaning your energy. This is like, I do this. I'm actually going to do it right now. Let's cleanse the energy. Let's cleanse and ground. So you have to be confident in your own energy, and actually it's a sign that if you're not feeling confident, I was going to look over here to the right. So you may have a spirit guide on your left side, since we're talking. I talk to you guys as if I have a client in my chair. So I'm looking over here. You may have a guide on your left side that wants you to be very, very confident with yourself. Okay, I'm seeing a yellow dress. So that might be like a gypsy spirit. It could be like Oshun. Anybody, maybe you have an ancestor whose color was yellow. I'm getting the idea of Tweety Bird, somebody who may have loved Tweety. That person, whoever it was, you're going to want to be confident like they were in themselves to avoid complacency, okay? And so if you're around people who are like this with these faces on, and like this, how this guy is, and that might like leak into you a little bit. You have a guide on your left side that is here to help you if you're feeling like, if you're empathetic, if you're super empathetic and you're feeling other people's vibes, okay? Hold on, I'm going to close this because I can't, you guys can't see me. Well, yeah, hold on. Okay, moving forward, thanks guys. I hope it's a little better. It's not as hot for me with the sun shining on my face. So, okay, moving forward in your principle of rhythm, you've got the frequency of realization, number 37. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world, realization. Okay, have a look. And realization is paired here with the devil. So this is another major arcana, and this is in your everyday rhythm. So you may be dipping and dabbling in Capricorn things. This is a Capricorn card. This is a realization also about how to actually deal with this Capricorn energy, this devilish energy. So you may be realizing that actually that's useful. Everything that you went through in a devil energy, which has to do with you may have been dealing with issues of codependency, the difference between codependency, interdependency, independence. You may, and I was talking about enmeshment earlier, there may have been some you may have not known or understood what it is to be an empath. And so as the Libra, with the archetype of Libra, always wanting to be, they're the Justice card, always wanting to be in balance and keeping things in balance, like within yourself and with people around. It's a natural inclination for Libra to want to discuss things and get things in balance. And actually Libra can be quite hard and cutting out and discipline. And when it comes to discipline, and Libra makes their mind up to cut something out for the sake of balance, one thing out of the other, it gives Libra like this bad name of being shallow or insensitive. And I think that actually that's where all this nervous energy is coming from when it comes to talking about your emotions and moving forward in this miraculous energy. Maybe that's what's making you feel like young, like in this young energy when it comes to miracle. So as above, so below. But this is a huge card. This is the devil card. So realizing what that devilish energy actually is when it comes to you. Like when you're Libra, Libra darling, you can spot it a mile away, right? Like I'm just getting this feeling of when I would go, oh my God, into my plastic surgeon's office, and there was a vibe there. The receptionist is always in a plastic surgeon office. She's going to be perfect, right? She was perfect. She was wonderful. She was beautiful. And she had this beautiful high vibration. All the girls in the office had this. It was a total vibe. Like a total vibe of it was almost like a vibe in this. I had a double mastectomy and immediate reconstruction. So my particular case, when it came to my plastic surgeon, was different than most people that would go into his office. A lot of the time that was for their just wanting to be snatched because they could, and being beautiful, and cosmetic surgery is what it is, right? So, but for me, it was a little bit different. And I just remember that I couldn't vibe with some of the lower density reasons that some of the people were there, like the people that were there with me. I couldn't really vibe with some of the reasons, but I remember the girl at the front desk handling everybody, and she would handle each person individually for their temperament. And so I just remember I'm getting this idea of somebody in front of me and them being in a lower density energy. But then when she comes up to me, she's still with me, very professional, but also vibing, understanding, empathy. I met a person in my plastic surgeon's office that could be in this high vibration when it comes to cosmetic surgery and these different Venusian ideas and things in the world, really like getting into, with this Capricorn energy, getting into the physical world, even shaping your body to be that which you feel that you are inside. And this is a beautiful thing, but for me personally, I wasn't there for that. I was there just out of necessity because I had a double mastectomy and reconstruction, and I had some upkeep to do. And it was just like this vibration, very high, light vibration, beautiful, but some denser energies there. And on an individual basis, this woman, she was using her empathy for each person and vibing with them properly. And it was just like this light smell and the lights coming into the office. And I see that your everyday rhythm is now. It's time to start trusting yourself, Libra, with communicating and interacting with people. I want you to know that no matter where you go in the world, when you need to talk about things, your empathy is also a superpower, okay, if you're an empathetic person. So there doesn't have to be enmeshment. In order to help people who may be vibrating in some other densities, and that if you need to lift them or whatever, you can do that without vibrating up into their energy or without trying to match energies or something. So some of the time we'll meet somebody and we'll be like, in order for them to understand me, they have to know that I know where they're coming from. And so then you might have been lowering yourself down to some energies that actually weren't authentic for you. And so that creates something like, that's going to create not only bringing you down vibrationally, but it's gonna create resentment in your relationships. And I see this being completely independent when it comes to your empathy and deciding how you're going to use your energy. This is energy work. I'm seeing your energetic body, and I'm seeing this realization. I want you to know the principle of rhythm in this spread, it has to do with your creative flow. That's like why I put the spread together. Like, that's my intention for the principle of rhythm. It's your creative flow and what you do when you're going in and out of your creative flow. Like, we're here on the earth to create, but also we have to feel the lower densities, and we have to be disciplined and do things that are not always very comfortable. And so it's like, you know, how you toggle between that state of bliss and the sacral energy, this high priestess sacral energy, where you can explore the deep depths of all the different feelings and ideas and creative genius. And then also your rhythm, your everyday rhythm, where you can dip and dabble in this devil energy, the finer things in the world. I'm getting the word kinesthetic. So you may be the kind of person that also needs some somatic release, who needs to exercise, who needs to work their own physical kinetic energy out. And maybe before you were doing that with a lot of sex. I'm just seeing, like, with a dependency on some unhealthy, we need balance in everything, Libra. So I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing, like, this mastery now of healthy Capricorn energy. Healthier Capricorn energy. There's somebody who's building and who's gonna, so I'm seeing now you and your Libra energy, like, doing the social butterfly thing, but almost in networking and around people that you love, because you have got this, your ashe might be in your tongue, your magic might be in your words. So you're needing, because I'm seeing that you have been speaking miracles your whole life, but you needed to clean those miracles up so much and even scrap some big things that you put together because you were careless because of some enmeshment. And I'm seeing more of a reign on your own energy and your own who you are, knowing who you are. It's not going to change. You have to be confident in who you are, okay? And hold your boundaries. But I'm seeing this Capricorn energy, like, where you're keeping up all your systems, like business is going good, whatever it is. And, you know, recognizing maybe some lower unhealthy densities as before, but being able to stay to yourself and allowing, like, we always allow other people to explore their emotions and whatever they're going through in whatever way they see fit for them, and then we just detach and move forward instead of trying to control the situation or insert ourselves into those situations no matter what. This is priority for somebody who's vibrating high, and especially for an empath. You've got to keep your boundaries up no matter what, because other people's karma is for them to deal with and not for you. Okay? So, but you may be a healer or somebody who just loves love, and you might need, Libra needs other people. Libra actually depends on their social interactions also for sort of a foil, right? In a mirror of who they are. So I can understand why some unhealthy enmeshment stuff might come up as you're growing and developing your own energy. When your energy becomes potent, then you have to explore it in many different ways. So that may have been with some eroticism, which is fine, but not if it's gonna leak into other parts of your life, then make other things fall apart. So I just see a balancing, a rebalancing of this devil energy and a channeling, and I'm seeing money, I'm seeing revenue come through, and I'm seeing gears. Like I've seen it already for, like, I'm just mumbling and mumbling, and I just keep seeing some steampunk gears going. So okay, let's keep going. So your overall vibration is in the frequency of consciousness, number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Number 17, consciousness. Okay? And that is paired here with the 7 of rods. So, okay. So when it comes to your consciousness, your conscious awareness, this is important. Your boundaries are important. Okay, and it's number 7. 7 is Libra's number. It's the seventh one, isn't it? The 7th zodiac. So I think so. I could be wrong. So while the 7 of rods has to do with holding your boundaries. Okay, so the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on multidimensional aspects that show up, you see, so that we can include them and or exclude them from our reality. So your consciousness is your precious baby, okay, that's your existence. So we've got this meat suit and everything that we're wearing, and sure, we can dip and dabble in all these different wonderful things. We can exercise and work out and mold our bodies. We can have surgery if we want to. We can explore the mechanism and the chemistry by, with our sacral energy. We can explore our consciousness through mercurial energies and talking in this air energy, right? So I'm seeing also emails and everything like that. But I'm seeing not taking it too personally when you need to defend yourself and actually taking precautionary efforts, like having a plan in place. Like, so if you, just some conflict resolution ideas that you may come up with on your own for the future. And you can just base those ideas on what you've experienced in the past or seen other people in businesses or whatever this manifestation is. If you've seen them deal with them, then you can come up with some, even if it's a loose conflict resolution idea, then as the conflict comes up then in your Page of Pentacles energy here, as above so below, then you revamp and you adjust and readjust as you need to. This is what I see here. For your consciousness is your overall vibration. Let's highlight, let's hydrate, let's highlight. Ooh, I don't know. To highlight your like, if this is a business, then make a mission statement, even if it's not required. And highlight your, I'm sorry, I'm losing the word, but like your moral guidelines or something like this, okay? Like highlight what is important to you when it comes to your workplace environment or your creative environment, whatever it is that you're putting together right here, like, highlight for your framework, like you make a mission statement and then you highlight the most important things and then integrate that into your conflict resolution as conflict resolution comes up, is what I'm seeing. And this is like the way these cards are popping up, like they're, so Spirit foresees conflict, and Spirit is saying that actually it's not going to be like that big of a deal. You're not going to need to go into this devilish energy. You got your boundaries up anyways. Like, you're confident in who you are. So you don't need to vibrate lower. Okay, let's go. So for the archetype of Libra in the highest loving light here, let's get some more of the storyline. Libra in the highest loving light, Spirit, manifestation, activation, tarot reading, March 2025. Let's go. Oh, my son is home. I need to get one of those signs that say recording in progress, or, you know, on air or something like that. So, oh my gosh, the High Priestess comes up again. Let me greet my baby. Okay, so the High Priestess comes up again, but now in integration. So we've got in your headspace mentalism, principle of mentalism, here with the Three of Cups, okay? When you're doing this networking, talking, this may be even with friends and family, so that you can have moral support in your life, like with the people that you grew up with, or just your elders or older mentors who have been around the block a few times, and you may be wanting to like integrate some of your higher chakra ideas into the 3D, and you may be talking to some of the greats, you know, talking to some mentors, some people that you respect. So again, now it's with the High Priestess in integration in the mind space. So our High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, and this card says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And I see you considering this, even if it's not actually like, maybe like the people that you love don't have time or whatever, space or something like that to discuss your business idea and integration and your mission statement. I'm getting all this business stuff and conflict resolution, but you could also be going deep into the waters, Pisces waters, of just past experiences when you may have witnessed these people go through it. Okay? Or if you have a mentor that is a Pisces or has significant Pisces placements that you respect, this is also, if you need some help with integration, talk to your Pisces loved one, okay? Or somebody who is just adept at this energy. So, because our darling Pisces people, I'm a Libra sun, my 8th house is empty in Pisces, but I have my father was a Pisces, my godmom is a Pisces, okay? I have some wonderful people who led me in life that were Pisces with this Pisces energy. And so maybe call on Archangel Haniel. I don't know, I'm not familiar with him or her, but have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting so you can avoid this kind of behavior, okay? And your season's Pisces people, they have undoubtedly had to face some backlash from being always like in this dreamy energy, you know? So maybe just when you're talking with them, or you could be meditating, talking with the higher selves of your mentors and asking them, help me, guide me, because we all have a higher self, darling, okay? So okay, moving forward in the throat chakra, with the 7 of Cups energy, you've got the 5 of Cups again, 5 of water. So this is more energy when it comes to the throat chakra in the heart space, that you have dealt with some difficulties here. When it comes to emotion, I'm feeling the heart chakra. I'm feeling a blockage to the higher heart chakra. Okay, 5 of water, because she was so upset, like trying to like gather all this water, and now I'm seeing like some regret. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Okay, this is why we're activating your throat chakra in the heart space, so that we can heal these things, crying over spilled milk. And when you know, look at spilled milk, spilled water, okay? But just know that once all these cups fall down, okay, and then it turns into 5 cups, and then you know, those 3 cups fall, realizing that those 2 cups made it out of process of elimination, the strongest survive. So the strongest emotions that you're dealing with, the things that you feel the most about, the most strongly, the most passionately, the energy in motion that you feel emotionally, those things are the only things that can stay. Everything Must Go, the song by Janae Aiko, Everything Must Go. You can hear it on her Tiny Desk concert, but she doesn't, that album isn't out anymore. So, whoa. She says, everything must go. I'm talking everything you own. Forget about it. So this is, and I was talking about some superficial Venusian things, some low densities that the plastic surgeon office kind of thing came through. some devilish energy came through. And so if you couldn't talk about those things, maybe you're trying to over explain yourself. Maybe this could have even, I'm getting an idea about like a session with your therapist, psychotherapist or something, group therapy, or maybe your astrologer, whoever you consult with over a tarot reader. Maybe just even right now we're talking about it, and some of these emotions, these cups of emotions, were not doing, they were just muddling up you have got the High Priestess twice here. Okay, those are destiny cards. So you had to go through a lot of cleansing and cleansing. And so by getting rid of those cups that no longer serve you, even if it's just 2 cups, the 2 of Cups in the tarot is love. Pure soulmate love. If it's not romantic love, actually it's really romantic, but it could even be like a friendship that's very romantic. Okay, Pisces is so new things, new standards, new types of friendships, new types of relationships, new types of higher loving light energy. Okay, loving high, loving light energy, a safe place to explore all of that Capricorn devilish energy is what I see. And it was just a culling of what was no longer serving you, and it was muddling your it was just this 5 of, you were not able to communicate clearly with somebody or with people that are important, because there was just too many emotions that needed to get cleared out. And I'm getting the word osmosis has been coming already for like 2 minutes as I've been talking, and I'm getting reverse osmosis. So I don't know how that mechanism works, but maybe you do. So okay, with the throat chakra, I'm going to activate your throat chakra, and it's going to be, when I activate your throat chakra, it's going to be these 2 cups that are going to get really enforced there. Okay, so let's move forward. And the principle of correspondence, as above so below, you do have miracle number 33 with this beautiful Page of Pentacles energy. I just love him. He's so peaceful, and he's happy. He's happy. I think he'll be grateful for the fish. He might thank the fish that he catches before he cooks it, right? So now we have got number 7, the Chariot. We just had those 7 of swords too, and I said that 7 was a Libra energy. And then this is your third 7, so we have 777 here, you guys. That's good luck, right? Okay, so maybe play some slots. This video is for entertainment purposes only, or in guidance for your energetic journey. You know already if you can afford to gamble or not. So okay, moving forward. So as above, so below. The principle of correspondence also has to do with your third eye chakra. Okay, number 7, the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. The important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. That says it all. This is a destined path. This is a major arcana. Okay, the Chariot card is a major arcana. So you're going to go from feeling like this little guy when it comes to talking about this business, networking, bringing in the people that you need, getting advice from your mentors, putting together your conflict resolution and your mission statement or whatever, okay, setting your boundaries because of some old enmeshment, that people taking advantage of your empathy, or you not even understanding how to control it or how to do that. I see you with this Archangel. Talk to Archangel Metatron. He's going to help you with this, okay? Archangel Metatron is here for you. So what I see here, and I was seeing the moon phases with the High Priestess on this one over here somewhere, and now I'm seeing the Chariot in the sky. Chariot in the sky, angel in the sky. I'm hearing angel in the sky, angel in the sky. That's beautiful. So, well, so you might have really Metatron maybe really helping you, okay? So, while the Chariot energy is Cancer energy, this is good. This is good for you because we're talking about emotions. Cancer has to do with the home. Home is where the heart is. Cancer it's in my 12th house. I don't know why that's important. So, but what does it mean? Well, it just means that you are needing to feel home in your body, safe in your own body, okay? Being able to know that you're the authority in your life, and that's where these miracles come from. So you've done a lot of work, a lot of healing work, a lot of parts work. I was seeing justice earlier, and I'm just seeing that some people may think that you're shallow because you just cut them off, but actually they're not going to understand. Like, you just needed to create boundaries, and then if people's consciousness is raised, or if they can vibe like in a place where they can respect your boundaries, respect the we put parameters around our relationships, and we teach people how to interact with us. And I think that before, when you weren't sure how to communicate with things, there were some loose boundaries, and it just invited some lower entities in, and it made it difficult for you to talk about what's on your heart. And I just see that with this is a huge evolution. This is a huge evolution for you. Okay? And I see that you're in a safe place where you can actually, when you're feeling inspired action, when you're feeling very inspired, you can take that impulsive action toward what you want. And here I come to save the day. This is what I see. Like, you can trust yourself, okay? Because you went from being in this kind of gratitude and this happiness, learning like how to use this miraculous energy. Like, you have spoken miracles into the world, and you wanted to just like get that cleaned up. And I see that now it's below. Like, at first your miracles were below, like you saw your miracles manifesting, and maybe you even maybe you knew your charm, and you knew that you can get things to work out for you with your magic of your tongue, magic of the sword, but that's like a two-sided sword, you know. And I'm seeing an evolution to this Cancer energy, this Chariot energy, where actually this is divinely guided. This is part of your destined path. You've cleaned it up. You've done your parts work, your shadow work, maybe faced and really accepted the fact that you might be empathetic, and that, you know, other people may be not empathetic. Or this could also be the difference between like neurodivergence and neurotypical people in your family, in your life, and learning how to navigate that. I see that here, Libra. Okay, moving forward, and what won't be changed, and what will be changed, the principle of cause and effect with the sacral chakra, encouraging you. I'm going to activate the chakra, encouraging you to be creative. Allow yourself to sing, clear it in the throat. Allow yourself to sing, to make noise. Or if you're actually feeling creative, and if you're fucking angry, I'm getting the song Rage Over a Lost Penny, and you're like that's how the song is. Or no, that's the Flight of the Bumblebee, but also Rage Over a Lost Penny is also like quick like that, right? And so even if you're like creating from this space of channeling like some anger or something like that you feel rage over, I see even noises, like if you need to holler, if you need to scream into a pillow or something like that, or if you need to recite, if you need to write things out and recite it, record yourself, do it just for yourself, so you could look back later. That's going to be like a good log for you, for your archives, for your art, for your, so when we're in a state like that, sometimes when we're in an emotional state and creating with that to just get it out, express ourselves in the sacral chakra, don't put limits on yourself. This is what I see here, because you are diving deep here with this High Priestess energy. This is a double confirmation High Priestess energy, okay? This Pisces energy, please use it. Talk to your personal practitioner, to your astrologist. Have your natal chart read and asked specifically. I told you, like, when we're divinating, the questions have to be specific to get specific guidance and answers. And maybe you might want to, this is a consejo from spirit. You use your discernment, but maybe say, how are the Pisces energies and planetary alignments affecting my personal natal chart right now? How can I channel that into this manifestation? That might be so helpful for you, okay? Right now, because High Priestess is coming out twice, and this is a watery energy, and Libra is an airy energy. So you might really need to get more in touch with your emotions, but so you have to like follow that fiery passion though, because this is the Page of Fire that comes. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. This is what I'm saying, like a mischievous energy. Like, if you need to create something that might be controversial, if you're like a content creator and you feel like just making a blog that seems controversial or something that might be like under this umbrella of mischievous, outgoing, creative, confident, okay, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So create the video, create the reel, write the poetry out, even if it's controversial. You have the choice to release that and who to show it to. With your throat chakra, you have already gotten rid of these old emotional baggage, things that you didn't know how to communicate with, and creating and writing this stuff out, creating your art, okay, that you're gonna follow it. Because also with the Chariot energy, I want you to follow this Page of Fire energy when it comes to what you can change with the sacral chakra. Okay, we've got the sacral chakra, we've got the High Priestess again. When it comes to the moon phases, maybe do some moon rituals, okay, for safety, for clarity, for emotional clarity, okay, whatever your manifestation rituals are. And then here with the Page of Fire, oh my God, oh my God. Look at this image. Can you guys see? It's beautiful. Okay, well, moving forward, so let's keep going. Are we recording? Yeah. So let's hydrate. Okay, yeah, so with the solar plexus chakra and what won't be changed, the principle of gender, solar plexus chakra with this Four of Cups, and now with the Four of Cups, highlighting like being complacent with certain energies, like no, I'm not going to deal with that energy, holding your boundary, but also not allowing yourself to become complacent, okay, holding up your boundaries. This Five of Cups, those two cups keep on popping up. So if you have some healthy relationships coming through, partnership in any way, shape, or form that has to do with love, I'm seeing that you can trust yourself with that. Be confident in your love and be happy that everything else, that all those other cups, that they washed away in the ocean. Be happy because that's a safe place for you. I see it. I see it. So Knight of Water, that's good. So this is the Knight of Cups, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. You might be, this won't be changed with the Knight of Cups. Okay, because now you're in a better control of your cups energy. So falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So you take that how you take it, okay? An invitation, so you might need to attend social events that you're not used to doing that, but you can trust yourself, okay? Your throat chakra, I'm going to activate it. I'm going to give you some support here. So moving forward, realization in your overall rhythm with the Devil card is now paired with the Two of Earth. So now you're going to pick and choose. Now that you mastered this, this is some kinky energy. So, but you realized how to master it, okay? You just explored your Libra things. That's fine, okay? Once, with some way, shape, or form, depending on where Libra is in your chart. So now I see with the Two of Earth that you're able to choose, you know, what do I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? Is that a necessity to balance emotions? So, okay, but also balancing things in the real world. This is a beautiful little fairy. Oh, she's cutie. She's so cutie. What? Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So you are in these dark densities, okay? But you can trust yourself with the sacral chakra here, with the solar plexus chakra here. Look at this beautiful fairy. Look. You see? I don't know. I'm seeing like an evening rainbow. I love it. So, well, it says that the need to make too much going on at once is what you were dealing with here with the realization. I think you can really choose. You can see, like, if there's too much going on at once in this devilish energy, you can make the right choices, okay? I just see this with this Two of Pentacles. I'm just seeing, like, you now in your creative flow being able to just run it through the heart space, like, is that for me? Is that not for me, God? And if it's not for you, you just keep on going on your path. No problem. No problem. No thing. I see it. It's beautiful. In your rhythm, in your creative rhythm, you are going to be able to realize and recognize what's for you and what isn't for you. Moving forward in consciousness, in your overall vibration, number 17, consciousness, with this necessity, with the Seven of Rods, to defend your position, to defend yourself, your whole consciousness vibration is raising and raising. It's going to translate into this manifestation that you're applying this to, okay? And your focused awareness in your level of consciousness is where your power is where your experience is going to come from that. You know, you're projecting from your own vibration, your own frequency into the world, and you need to defend it. Two of Air. So when it comes to a defensive situation, the Two of Air is always like a fork in the road energy for me. That's the Two of Swords. Let's see what the card says. Oh, it's unicorns. It's two beautiful unicorns crossing horns. What? So having to do with transmutation. The unicorns help us so much with transmuting energies. Okay, so being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So pretending that this is not, so have a look, guys. It's so gorgeous and cutie. I love it. So, well, what I'm seeing is actually a fork in the road. Like, when it comes to the Two of Air, when you choose one road, the other road dissipates forever. Okay, and that's why some people feel like a stalemate. So you have the Two of Earth and you have the Two of Air. So this may be a pivotal moment in your in this manifestation, wherever you are applying this to in your life, Libra. Okay, so congratulations. If you have choices, that's good. That's a beautiful thing. You had the Two of Cups in my mind's eye because I keep on seeing the Two of Cups, even though it hasn't came out. So that's 3 2s and 3 7s, you guys. So, well, what I see here is that this 2 energy, this is a test of your confidence and your resilience. So, but you've got the solar plexus energy, you've got the sacral energy, integration. I think you've got it under control, sweetheart. You're miraculous, Libra. You're miraculous. I love it. I love you. Okay, let's keep going. So let's keep going. We're going to clean up a little bit and then we'll get into the channel messages with the All Things Intuitive Oracle deck. We'll start with looking at your shadows. We'll get some messages of closure, messages of love from the universe. We'll look into divine feminine and masculine energies as well. So let's get it. I just clean up so that I can activate these really quickly when I'm uploading the video for us. Okay, let's go, Libra. Thank you, God. Let's clear and ground this energy. Another incense. We've gone through one incense, guys. What is it? Frankincense. Okay. Cleanse. Let's cleanse. I'm talking about, this is like a pivotal point in so you're just building, like I'm talking about choices, and I was talking about mission statements, conflict resolution, looking forward, like trust yourself, okay, but also take the steps needed. So, okay, let's cleanse and ground. My gosh. Okay, guys. Here, let me do this for you. So, because you maybe, boy, Libra, you get excited, right? You get excited, like, you like to play. You like to be playful and be energetic like a social butterfly. And that just maybe maybe that got you into some trouble before, but I see that you have created now a safe space for yourself to do that and build this manifestation or this business or whatever it is that you're putting together. Okay, we had like those twos. The Two of Cups is really standing out to me in my head. So, Father God, Spirit in the highest loving light, let's go. What shadows did my Libra have to face? What do we want to talk about here? March 2025 manifestation activation tarot reading. Here we are, everybody. I've been struggling. We are more alike than I admit. That incense is so good. You are not part of my plan. What? I've been struggling. We are more alike than I admit. You are not part of my plan. So actually I'm seeing some generational stuff that like you can tell that you may have inherited. Like, I've been struggling. I see that you are struggling, and that actually you may have been struggling to separate yourself from where you came from. Like to separate the mistakes and the generational curses and whatever the energy from where you came from. I see just like a struggle to get away from that, and the necessity to explore this Capricorn devil energy. We are more alike than I admit, and actually getting into that kind of trouble is what got you to a place where you could do this cleansing of your energy, getting rid of, doing the parts work, the shadow work, so that you could be confident in yourself and know and be in this Pisces energy, Libra. So you were able to distinguish where the line was. Like, I get this behavior, it's a learned behavior, but I don't necessarily need to keep it. And I see you cutting ties with the solar plexus chakra, little by little, cutting ties, maybe not from the people, but from the behaviors that you learn from the people, and actually even speaking up to those people in your life who taught you those things, who may be encouraging you to behave that way again, and you may be like, no, that's what you did, but it's not what I'm going to do. Okay, and I see actually those people who, because I was talking about mentors and family members or whatever, the people where you came from, and I'm seeing actually laying those boundaries, even if it came with a little bit of friction or maybe even a lot, even if it came with that. There was a weird noise that I heard right now that was strange. So that I was talking about friction, even though as you hold up your boundaries, because I was talking about unhealthy enmeshment, I see that actually the right people, the right mentors, that they stick around and they learn how to abide by your boundaries, and they respect that you're making changes, and they'll love you, especially if you bring another generation into the world or you're doing something for the world, and they see like, you know, you were struggling with it. That's what I see. and then you're not part of my plan, and leaving those behaviors behind. Let's get some messages of closure. Messages of closure here for Libra in the highest loving light. This could be from your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher self, the higher selves of people like that you may never have gotten an apology from, like some closure, or just the universe. Messages of closure. Let's go, Spirit in the highest loving light. I've been struggling. 3 cards, please, in response. I've been struggling. I'm sorry I criticized you. Okay, so there may have been some criticizing that happened even when you were young, and that some pre-programmed stuff that you had to get rid of. We are more alike than I like to admit. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. So, okay, and I'm actually seeing uncomfortable talking about emotion. So you may have noticed, like, oh, I feel the need to over-explain myself and over-explain my emotions and blah, 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 because of where I came from and because maybe, you know, I don't know what. But then I'm seeing you, like, being able to decide in a moment, like, what is the information, what emotions do I need to communicate about right now for this particular purpose, and being very direct and very detailed and intentional. You are not part of my plan. I support your path. So even though these people are not part of your plan, or those old behaviors are not part of your plan, I see some healed relationships, and a general healing of whatever you went through. So if that hasn't happened yet, this might be on your timeline, that if you had to lay some harsh, fast boundaries with the people that you love from wherever your roots are, I see actually a respect on your name, or them developing a respect for you or falling off. And the ones that keep that respect for you, they support your path in the spirit especially, okay? These are the people that raised you praying for you, and that's beautiful and it's fucking powerful. That's really good. You are very strong, okay? Just admitting, I've been struggling with all this. So this is spirit. Damn, what? So it may have been a failed relationship because of some cards that came out. Let's get this. Let me organize and be intentional myself, huh? What? Talking about older mentors. We're going to use this Royal Violets. I love it. Oh, God. It just kind of even reminds me of like some white diamonds or something that I would smell when I was little. You know, my busha, my grandma busha, or some of the people that raised me. It's good. Okay, now let's intentionally get some messages of love from the universe here. Spirit for Libra in the highest living light. Okay, I've been struggling. I'm sorry I criticized you. Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. There may have been an addiction, okay, and maybe an addiction to sex. I'm getting that very clearly. I've been struggling. I'm sorry I criticized you. So I've been struggling with this addiction. I'm just getting this idea of addiction to sex. So no, not having a healthy way to work out your emotions, and then maybe being either promiscuous or staying in relationships that didn't allow the space to communicate like genuine like things that are going on in the world, emotions, boundaries, whatever it is that when we have people in our life, things come up and we need to talk about them. You know, there's resistance and we work through that together. But I see that there was like maybe some unhealthy arguments, some screaming and yelling, blah, 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 and then makeup sex. Or if your parents didn't stay together and not show like a healthy dynamic and just showed like that kind of affection or whatever. So addiction also to spending, maybe love bombing here. Like there could have been that you were struggling with when it comes to love bombing with material things, because I was seeing this. But you have learned a way to talk about your emotions and not have to use those unhealthy ways. Like I'm seeing a balance all the way through where you can enjoy it, okay? So take it how it resonates. You know how it resonates. So we are more alike than I admit. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. Now the card that comes out is soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. So I'm just seeing a healing of that behavior, and you're probably calling them in. I just saw this Two of Cups. So your soulmates or the people that you're calling in, you're on this divine Pisces path. that I saw here, okay? But you also have conquered this. You have this Chariot energy, and you conquered the Devil. These are the destined cards that came through. So I'm just seeing that you and your soulmate are going to actually really, those parts of your life that were dark, that the shadows are talking about, they're refined, and you're able, like the two of you or the group or like your business, your employees, or whoever you're collaborating with here, you guys are able to really enjoy those things, like with the sacral chakra and cause and effect. You're able to create openly with healthy boundaries and a healthy balance, and actually to explore things. And if some unhealthy or dangerous part comes up, then you'll be able to talk about that. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. So these are people who understand that you may have to do certain things to balance your energy out, that it may seem taboo or out there or whatever, but you've healed a lot of things, and these people love, expect, and respect you, and they protect you, and they're gonna provide a safe containment for you to do whatever you have to do to balance your energies, and they're not gonna judge you, okay, because you're doing your best, and then the universe rewards that. So you are not part of my plan. I support your path. Children are important to this partnership. So this may have to do with some generational thing, because I was talking about it earlier. I was talking about how they would be your ancestors or whoever, like that bad behavior, where you put up some boundaries, you started walking your path, like saying, I'm going to live like this now. And if you want to be part of my life, this is what you're going to respect and support. You're not going to go against me. And there was maybe some problems with that, but then even like say this is your parents or your aunts and uncles, and now you are having their grandchildren, or I'm hearing great grandchildren or great nieces and great nephews or something. So I'm just seeing like a generational healing, because children are important. So this is generational curse breaking. And then 2 extra cards came through, 3 extra cards came through. What? Okay, strictly sexual came out earlier. This connection is passionate but not enduring. I see that you got rid of those kinds of things. That's here paired with addiction. Okay, so, and I did say that it might have been some unhealthy sex stuff. So, okay, we are more like that. This is crazy. A lot of love came through. Like, these are messages of the love, and 6 cards came through. We're more like than I like to admit. I was uncomfortable showing emotion, and now soulmate. So you're going to be comfortable now, okay? You're going to admit where you have some similarities with people, and some similarities and not similarities. You're going to be able to enjoy those without enmeshment, and you're going to be able to show your emotion with these soulmates. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? I see you asking yourself that when it comes moving forward to this manifestation activation. This is beautiful. Moving forward, you are not part of my plan. I support your path. This is generational healing. Children are important. Chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. So if you are planning to have children, this might be a very good time for you, okay? Please consult your personal practitioner when it comes to any major life decisions. Let's look into your divine masculine energies, okay? Your divine masculine energies. We're still recording, right? Oh my gosh. Let's hydrate. So your divine masculine energies are going to also translate into your, so you have divine feminine, divine masculine energies within you, yin and yang energies within you. We all have testosterone, we all have estrogen. So, and then those balances are going to then translate into your relationships, okay? So let's move forward. March 2025 manifestation activation for the archetype of Libra. Please, Spirit in the highest living light. Divine masculine energy is, I need security. Okay? I watch your social media. You broke my heart. Let's see what's next. What does the divine feminine say in response? I need security. So this, the masculine part within you or your counterpart, they need some security. They might need reassurance. You may need to reassure yourself and give yourself positive affirmations when it comes to trusting yourself, when it comes to power move or action moves. So I need security. Finding out the truth crushed me. There was something that happened in the past, Libra. The divine masculine needs security because his feminine aspect, or the person, your feminine aspect, found out a truth and it crushed you and it made you shut down to being in receiving mode. So now moving forward, you're looking for security. I watch your social media. It's time for me to heal now. That's the response. I watch your social media. So I watch your social media. This is some creeping energy. Yeah, creeper. So that's okay. So I watch your social media. This could also be the men in your life. So the men who raised you or something like that. Just keeping a watchful eye over you, I think. It's time for me to heal now. So this is just your masculine energy. Also, you could have cleaned up your social media. You could also be holding back a little bit from posting on your social media. So, because it's time for you to heal, the feminine aspect is saying it's time for me to heal now. You might not want you don't need anybody's injecture, anybody. You're maybe not interested in what anybody feels about what you post or about what you're going through on social media especially. So I see you holding back some certain things. It's time for me to heal now. Your feminine aspect, just nurturing yourself instead of giving too much, I see. Okay, you broke my heart. I wish I could share my good news with you. So the masculine energy is still dealing with some heartbreak. So this was a blow to the ego. So these past relationships, whatever you had to heal in your family line, the generational curses that you broke from when it came to all that devilish energy that was learned behavior, I see that broke your heart, and the masculine is protecting himself. I wish I could share my good news with you. But eventually, now soon, Libra, you're going to need to be able to be receptive, to open your heart, your feminine aspect. Now I see on the path of opening your heart and healing that heart, because it's time for me to heal now. You broke my heart. I watch your social media. So masculine says, I need security. I watch your social media. You broke my heart. Feminine says, finding out the truth crushed me. It's time for me to heal now. I wish I could show. So I see a progression of healing too. I wish I could share my good news with you. I do. I see that. So I see like as you're going on and trusting yourself and building this manifestation, I see that that's also a healing journey for your masculine, feminine energies within, as within, so without. So, okay, let's close this reading with some wisdom of the oracle cards for some guidance. Thanks, Libra. That's like a lot. Here and now. Be here and be here now. Earlier, I saw a dragon's egg on one of the cards. And now I'm seeing this beautiful egg right here. So maybe you should do some dragon meditations, okay? Don't be afraid to face your strong feelings, Libra. I know you like to keep it even keeled, balance, a nice balance. But sometimes we have to face our own dragons and be like a dragon and roar and feel everything that strongly and burn down what no longer serves us. And actually it creates the space for you to be here now. And I see that you got rid of some old bad things. Okay? So stay in the present moment. Your whole entire vibration is with this consciousness card. Your focused awareness is golden right now. Be here now. Okay, it says past, future, and then there's the egg that she's sitting on. It's cute. It's number 32. Another one, please, Spirit, in the highest loving light. Why? Okay. So journaling, I'm seeing more journaling. This is another thing, like write your mission statement. This is another thing that's coming through. And if it's not for a business, it's like your mission for whatever your endeavors are, okay? Like, what is the point of me doing this? Be intentional. So lastly, why? So journal, ask yourself and other people why. Why is that? Be curious, okay? Be curious. Like, try to be playfully curious. That's too much, you guys. I'm not doing all that. Why? Chaos and conflict. I was talking about reordering your life together when it comes to chaos. Just one, please. Clear. Imagine. Be playful, be curious, and please be in touch with your imagination, okay? You've cleaned up a lot. Your third eye is in the frequency of miracle. So whatever you imagine and visualize, you can bring into fruition. I love you, Libra. My name is Carol Lissett. That was your Manifestation Activation Tarot reading for March 2025. And I will see you next time. Bye.